Hey up everyone, I'm Serious Circuit and welcome back to House Flipper. Today it's episode 26. Has it really been that many? And yet somehow my skills as a painter and decorator have not improved this entire time. So without further ado, shall we get to it? Okay, let's do the property description because I'm excited to get on with this today. As you can see, it's already quite late. It's like 4 o'clock. This is the one we are doing today. Let it snow. It's kind of Christmassy themed, but what is more Christmassy than July? So yeah, anyway, let's read it. Have you ever dreamt of having a cozy mountain cabin? How about a modern villa hidden from the outside world between snowy peaks? It's way better, trust us. Mountain tops right behind the windows provide the most beautiful views, but within beauty may lie danger. The previous owners of this house found that out when they saw what happened during their short absence. Alright, let's get to the property. We are continuing the colour challenge this week, so while we're loading in, I'm going to roll the dice, and the colours are labelled 1 to 10, so hopefully by the time we're in the game, we can know what colour we're doing straight away. So this is my dice. As you can see, I've got the number 10, it's a 10-sided die. Let's give it a roll, shall we? Okay, it's landed on 10. I'm not sure what colour number 10 is, but we'll find out shortly. Okay, and we are here, so let's see what number 10 is. Okay, I need to go over to walls, and I'm not on paint. There we go. Okay, so that's blue is 1, and we're on 10. So coincidentally, we are on yellow paint. Excuse me, I'm a bit ill. So we are painting this house in shades of yellow today. Yay! I don't like the colour yellow. Tell a lie. I do like the colour like natural straw here. I like this kind of shade of yellow, but I like, for example, dirty gold. I don't like that at all. So this is going to be interesting. But yes, let's get on with the before tour so we can start renovating. I really want to know what it is that the previous occupants had to leave for. But yes, I'll move this out of the way as well. There we are. Nice. Okay, let's get on with the before tour. Okie dokie. It's very bright. And where are these mountains? Is that the mountain that we're supposed to be enjoying the views of? Yeah, we got mountains all over. Alright. I assume this is... Whoa. Okay, so this is what the previous occupants found out about. All the snow. And they've got Christmas decorations up. And broken windows. Jeez. Louise, oh my god, I am liking this like warm brick though, even though this entire house has been absolutely decimated by snow. This before tour is going to be rather difficult to do. Look at all this rubbish everywhere. Oh, and there's straight up just rocks in the house, as you do. Oh, are these broken too? They're kind of broken, but not broken enough. I am going to have to replace them. Okay, we've got even more snow out here and a fireplace. Oh, that's unique. I don't think I've ever seen in the wall fireplace. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And upstairs as well. Oh, didn't I just walked through a window. I walked through the broken glass window. I'm going to get nicks and cuts everywhere. Okay, so this was clearly a kitchen at some point. A kitchen dining room space. Jesus, I can't walk anywhere. It's terrible. Okay, we're out. And this is the main hallway. Yeah, they've gone for very much a Christmas theme, and it's the middle of July, so it's not really suitable. This is a ski room. Okay. Nice. Skiing everywhere. They clearly want to do a lot of that. I guess it makes sense. You got a winter lodge, you're going to want to do winter sports. Oh, and this is the way back into the living room. Okay. And then we've got a nice cool painting of a train. This is a decent sized bathroom, quite big. Very messy though. This whole place is kind of messy. No wonder they did, like, even the paintings have got mess around them. Like, that's how long they've been gone for. What is this? A living room? Okay. I like it, it's cool. It needs a lot of work doing though. And oh my god, you can tell the world is glitching again. Stop it! I don't want to just see default grey skies. I want to see the nice scenery I paid so much for. Could you imagine if that was reality? You looked out your window and you just got like a grey ground with a default skybox. Oh, okay. And this bathroom, I'm not liking this. This is I get the need for storage, but I am not liking that. This is a massive bath. Okay, cool. That's a decent sized bathroom number 2. Got another Christmas tree. An outside decking area. Does this wrap round? Ah, I love balconies. Outside decking area? It's not a deck, it's above ground, you numpty. It's a balcony. I love balconies that wrap around properties. I just do. It's just a thing. I love it. It just makes it feel so much nicer, so much more luxurious. And we got another little private balcony. Okay, I think I will get rid of this door here and make it more private. And then we got a bedroom. So that's just one bedroom in this entire place that I've seen. Unless this is a bedroom. I mean, this is an airing cupboard, quite clearly. Yeah, airing cupboard. So that's storage. It'll still be a bathroom, isn't it? Yep. This is a bathroom, and I don't like the shape of it. It's very narrow, especially seeing as it's the only bathroom servicing the top floor. Like, what is this with this funky design going on here? Like, why? What is this? Why have you got a gap there? Why are they all different heights? That's just annoying. Jeez, it's like I've never even seen interior decoration. Okay, I think that is the whole place. Obviously, this is what looks like another main entrance into the property. Like, that looks more like a front door to me than the front door does. So I'm confused. Why do we come in the back of the house and not the front of the house? We can't go anywhere because what is the crouch button? Is it circle? Square? Circle. Circle. I'm still too tall, even when crouching, to get through there. I'm stuck. Guys, I'm stuck. Freedom! Okay, so this was clearly another living room space at some point. But yeah, oh my god, let me out. I need to get out. Please, please, I need to leave. I need to leave. Okay. Oh, but am I still crouched? I am still crouched. I wonder what I was going to say. There is a snowman. We are redeemed. There is a snowman on the property, guys. Okay, I forgot I have to do the outside as well. So this is what it looks like from the outside. I quite like the outside. I don't want to paint it yellow. I think it looks nice enough as it is. But yeah, we're going to have our work cut out for us restoring this place. Like, jeez. Look how many windows and stuff there are as well. I'm fairly certain you can't actually get into that top section. Which is a little sad, but yeah, we're gonna have to remove all of this snow. Oh my god, it's gonna take so long to do. Okay. No wonder it looks so bright. I've got my torch on apparently in the middle of the day. But yeah, that is the before tour. What a work we got to do. What a load of work we got to do. English. Seriously. Okay, let's get on with renovating this place. Okay, are we ready? Oh my god, what a time it's taken me to do this property. So, speaking of which, let's do the total time before we do the final reveal so it's more accurate. So this has taken me 6 hours, 12 minutes and 5 seconds to do. Excuse me, headset, do you mind? I'm trying to stop it from knocking against the table. It does it every time I move. But anyway, as I was saying, it's taken me 6 hours, 12 minutes and 5 seconds, which in reality, it probably wasn't quite as long just because I did accidentally leave it running when I went to go get some food. But according to the game, it was 6 hours and 12 minutes and 5 seconds in total. So let's get on with the after tour. Okay, and here we go. So this is now the outside. I've not quite started at the gate like I did when I first loaded in. That's because I want to take you through that door, because to me that is the main door of the property. As you can see, there is a lot less snow hanging around. I still left the snowman, he's still intact, don't you worry, I've left that door open, so I'm just going to quickly shut it so that don't see the inside. But yeah, I've not really done a whole lot to the windows in general because they're quite nice. Obviously I've repaired the ones that were broken. I've left this space empty because I thought to myself as I was doing it, what would be really cool is if I go around and I restore the furniture that was already there. But there wasn't really a whole lot. I went and collected all the rocks from inside the building, or at least all the ones that I remembered, and made a little trail of them out here to like kind of make a decoration. And then yeah, I've added a couple of these rocks were also spread all over the place, so I put them together. And then I managed to recover all the furniture that was on their decking, and I added in these 2 windows here into the property, as well as repairing all the smashed ones. But other than that, that is pretty much all of the outside, and as you can see there's a lot less rubbish and there's a lot less giant snow piles. So the place is looking a bit more put together compared to before. So I'm going to take you through here because this is definitely the front door to me. Like, it absolutely is. You can't tell me otherwise. Like, coming into the side of the house just feels funny. But yes, as you can see, I've stripped down all of the Christmas decorations, but I kept the lights and I've gone for yellow, blue and white because I just thought that was super, super cute. And I kept pretty much all the original lighting in the building just because when I try and place some of the lights sometimes they do that. They glitch through. So in most of the rooms there is the original lighting just because I could not be bothered to fight it. But yeah, this is now the new hallway. I've added in like black frames to match outside, and I've kept the original flooring, but as you can see we've gone for a nice yellow and white themed area. And I thought with the yellow lights and the blue and whites over here, it kind of all ties together. The general layout of the property hasn't changed too much, so I'm going to take you through to this room. This room is bathroom number 1. It is the biggest bathroom in the house. It is 15 square meters, so it's absolutely massive, but you've got a shower. I would make this like a little walk-in shower if I thought that any of the showers in this game were actually nice enough to do that, and I had the ability to level the floor, but since I don't, I've left it as is. And I've also made sure, oh, the game is sailing, so I can't move right now. I've got to stand here until it decides so I can move again. There we go. I've also made sure there was plenty of clearance between the bathtub and the shower itself. And then obviously you've got this absolutely massive bathtub. Like it's really grand. It's like really fancy. So yeah, we've got a massive bathtub and again a big modern sink. And I added in little yellow details where I could. And obviously I got yellow lights, yellow floor, yellow walls. So yellow, 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 yellow. Say that 10 times faster, see how well you do. But anyway, let's continue. I'll take you through the main bit of the house and then into the other sections. So we've got this room. This room was originally where all the skiing equipment was, and it was really weirdly laid out. There was like loads of skiing equipment, and it had like paneling on the side. So I've got this brick as it mimics the natural brick that's on the outside of the house, and then I've got the yellow walls, really bold colour, and I added in this garage door because I thought, right, if you're in the middle of a mountain, what you're gonna need is a snowmobile, and it'll something like a really rugged car that can get you to and from. So yeah, I added in this to make it into a garage space rather than just having it as a random ski storage space, because I actually think there's enough storage in this property without having to have a separate room for it all. Jeez Louise. Okay, yeah, and then we got this nice little entryway. It's a nice place to store a few bits and bobs, mainly shoes probably, check your appearance and stuff. And I just thought it adds like it kind of like brightens up this space, as I have added in a room here. This room wasn't originally here, but I've added it in for the sake of adding additional space to this property. But yes, this is now the kitchen. It's quite big, quite open plan, I know what I always grumble about having an open plan kitchen space, but I actually feel like this works really quite well, because seeing as the room is so huge, to me it didn't make sense where the kitchen was before, because it was kind of just shoved into the corner, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. But here this is like more of a family space now, and I have actually changed this was originally where a desk was in this corner, but I decided to make it like a little cozy reading nook, so if you just want to sit on your own and you don't want to socialise with everybody else, you can sit here and you can read, and these little boxes and stuff can be used for shoes because this goes outside. So this was the original entrance into the property. As you can see, I've also updated the fireplace and made it a bit more grander, because it was just too small before. Like, you need a big fireplace for a room like this, and I've added in a big yellow picture. Jesus, I cannot stop yawning. I think it's the heat. The heat is really doing me in a lot recently. It's been absolutely boiling here, and I just, yeah. But yeah, let me take you into this room. This room has been added, and as you can see, there's quite a spacious bedroom. It's not too small. This is counting as a closet because I got the wall over the top. But yeah, it's supposed to be like one direct room. Like, it's you've got a huge double bed here with a picture, and I've just kept it fairly simple, as this is supposed to be like a guest bedroom. And anyway, in general, if you're moving into a place, you don't really want like loads and loads of furniture around. You just want the amenities. But I tried to make sure everything was quality. So they've got lots of storage for clothes. They've got a big mirror for checking out their outfit, and lots of things, the little bits and pieces that they might have. God, what is wrong with me today? I'm honestly like falling asleep while I try to record this. It is real bad. But yeah, I've also gone for a nice like purple and yellow theme in here, mainly because this wallpaper has purple flowers, so I thought I'd mirror it with a nice purple wall, just to add a bit of colour variation in, instead of just having everything just straight yellow all the time. Like, as you can see, there is yellow literally everywhere. So I was trying to break it up a bit with like the natural brick that was already here and whatnot. So I did just keep the general layout. I've also changed where the dining room was, because this was just covered in snow and broken glass. This wasn't actually anything. So I've added the dining room in here, as it makes sense because it can fit easily, and the kitchen's over there. So you still get your big living room, but then you get your big dining room with fantastic views all around of the outside and the scenery, which is what you want. Oh, press the wrong button. So let me take you into here. The downstairs is quite elaborate, shall we say. This is connected to the hallway here, obviously, so you come in here. And now there is a reason why I have got this wall in, and yes, I know this door opens into the TV, as you just saw. But the reason being is these bookshelves are fantastic for lots of storage and being dividing walls, so I added the door in as I liked. It was the perfect size, and I didn't want to have to try and like figure out how to like make it fit without the door frame. So anyway, and I did originally plan for this to actually be an entrance here into this space and have this all walled off, but I couldn't get it to line up properly without blocking off this door. So I was like, you know what, I'll just leave it as it is. But yes, I've added in this. It's just supposed to be like a storage again for kids and their toys and stuff, because just around this corner we have another room. It's another little sitting room. I say little, it's still huge. But as you can see, I tried to turn it into a family room, hence why I've got this big wall here to make it like a divide, so that you've got the hallway space and then you've got the nice like cozy room, rather than just having it be straight into a hallway, because I'm trying to block off all the energy of like all these different doors and just keeping it more relaxed. Because again, we've got a door here to the outside, and then on the opposite side of the room we've got another door to the outside. There's just doors everywhere in this property, so I was trying my best to kind of like block off some of the energy and make it more relaxing and cozy. So yeah, I made it nice and big and made sure there's plenty of seating, and obviously there's toys around, so that's why I wanted this cupboard space here as well for all the little toys that you might have, or some of these can be also toy storage, I guess. But yeah, there's a reason why I moved the office. I've also got yellow art on the wall, so as you can see, I've tried to add in yellow where I can and then soften it with some of the colours. But yeah, there is a reason why I have move the office, and it is because I have turned this space into an office. So I've added in a window and a glass wall. I couldn't put a tall window here, but a tall glass wall is perfectly fine. I don't know what the difference is, but the game was just taking issues with me. Oh, I can turn that off. But yeah, I've also made sure they got plenty of storage for books or files and stuff, and again they've got a little seat if they just want to chill out in here on their own and they don't want to deal with everybody else, they can just shut the door. And as I say, I added in these windows here to give a lot of natural light, and this one I mainly added because it opens, but it also happens to double as a door, so if they want to come out here they can, to whoever they're having company with. So that's why they added in this little mat here for their shoes. And as I say, I tried to make this room as like relaxing, and I kind of tried to tie it to like a floral theme with the yellow wallpaper, because I feel like yellow paint everywhere is just a tiny bit boring. So I tried to play into the floral theme in this room and just make it practical without being too cluttered. So yeah, that's this room, and we're almost done with the downstairs. Not many more rooms to go. We've got this big hallway here, and these, if you remember, had originally had paintings, so I got the original painting back out and I put it on the wall, and then I got another train themed painting, seeing as trains seem to be the thing that they like, or at least the previous people liked. I'm just going to shut them doors. So yeah, this is bathroom number 2, slightly smaller than the first, but still just as practical. You've got obviously a big sink, lots of storage, toilet, again more storage up here for bits and pieces, and a decent sized bathtub. And I think that's supposed to be like a shower head, I'm not sure, so it kind of works as both. That's why I've gone for both of the baths that I did, because they both kind of have like this sort of shower head feature, so you can have a shower in here if you wanted to. I just didn't like the showers with the bathtub because it's really tall, so I wanted to go for this. I feel like this is like more cozy, and again I've gone for the yellow here on the cushion. And there's little tables here for if you want to take a book in your bath and have a cup of tea or something, you can have your book and stuff there should you want, or a snack. Even if you want snacks in your bath, you can have snacks in your bath. But again, I've tried to like tone it down a little bit in here in terms of not having loads and loads and loads of clutter, just because my PlayStation was beginning to struggle with all of the effects outside as well as what's going on inside. But again, I've tried to go through as much yellow as I could in the detailing and the walls to kind of tie in with the yellow theme. And as you can see, the bricks, the tiles themselves are mainly white, but they have got little yellow lines in them. So that is bathroom number 2. And this room, not much in here to be honest, but I've gone for a nice like yellowy orange. It is in the yellow group, so this is what I've done. Nice bold colours, and it's just had a washing machine in before, so I've added in a tumble dryer. They got a water heater, some shelving, and a radiator to dry their stuff, and I left the original light in. And of course I added a door to make it nice in there. So this is the last room for downstairs. So as we come in, this is what I probably class as the master bedroom. Now I think before this was a living room. And yes, I know some of you are going to mention that this has obviously not been painted. As you can see, where I attempted to paint it, it glitches out horribly. So I've just tried to leave it alone as much as possible. But if I did have the option, obviously I would paint all of this yellow. But I've gone for a yellow and blue theme in here. I just feel like it's such a nice combo. It really brightens up the space and gives it like a nice beachy kind of vibe, despite it being a winter lodge. But yeah, I just felt like this was like such a big room and I didn't know what to do with it. But I was like, this property needs at least 2 bedrooms because it had 3 bathrooms and only 1 bedroom, which to me just seems entirely impractical. Why do you need 3 bathrooms if you've only got 1 bed? That just made me jump. That made me jump so much I nearly chucked back a troller. There was a big pop outside of some sort of exhaust pipe because people can't drive. But yeah, again, they kind of lent into the beachy theme in here with this painting as well. And again, they got loads and loads and loads of storage, and they could easily add like a little bit of extra furniture if they needed. But I wanted to make this like a sleeping zone, so I added in a good rug because there's lots of windows everywhere. So to kind of anchor the bed, I used a normal dressing table and like wardrobes to kind of like make them as into side tables, just so it's you know, it's nice and big rather than being tiny. I just punched my pop filter. I'm not doing very well today with keeping my equipment safe. But yeah, that is the master bedroom. So that is the last room downstairs. I promise we are almost there. We're going to go up the stairs. Oh yeah, and as I say, I've got hooks there for storage as well. Up the stairs, not much has changed up here apart from the fact that I painted it a different colour and I changed the flooring because the floor was like a really orangey brown, which obviously didn't go with the yellow. And then I also had to do parkour to paint over that way because you can't reach, so I had to do parkour to paint as far as I could over that way. And I've changed the doors in this hallway as well, again to mirror the black theme that was going on. But I've left the balcony spaces pretty much empty because that can be up to them to furnish them how they would like. It's not my job. I've cleaned them. That's all I needed to do. So I'll take you in this room first. So this is the third and final bathroom. Now you might be going, hang on a minute, serious? That's not really yellow. It is the yellowish, like the most yellow brick that they have, and it also mirrors the outside. So I wanted to keep it like, you know, I'm saying this counts basically. It's like, yeah, I know it looks raw brown, but compared to the other brick tiles, this is as yellow as it gets. So that is what I'm going for. But yeah, it's just a very simple bathroom, and again, this is like almost like a wet room, and you got your toilet and your sink. Again, with the bathrooms downstairs being so luxurious, I didn't really feel the need to make this bathroom absolutely, you know, what's the word, like over the top. But yeah, this is just a storage cupboard now. You remember before that it was empty. I separated the two doors were separated, so again I've used this sliding door as it matches the theme. 2, it provides privacy as to what is in here, and 3, it's not as awkward as having two doors opening separately. I feel like it gives it a more sleek design, especially considering it's not a very big room, and I've gone for a nice bold yellow in here because why the hell not, it's a storage cupboard. So yeah, that is the storage cupboard. And last but not least, the final room of the house. I may have lent a bit too hard into, you know, the old estate vibes in here, but I really liked the old estate vibes. I made this into a home library. They had so much space that I felt like downstairs would make sense for the bedrooms to be, because that's where one already was going to be, so I was like, I may as well add a second one in. But upstairs, I feel like honestly, you cannot tell me like you would not have a fantastic time with a balcony out here with the mountains and just peace and quiet upstairs, away from it all, with a piano and like a nice cozy fireplace to sit at and, you know, make yourself comfortable. Like, you cannot tell me that you would not be very happy in this room. And I know some of the furniture is covering some of the bookcases, but there are that many in this room that I don't even think that it's a problem. And yeah, so I lent into like the cozy old estate vibes, and then I had like a nice bold yellow, and I added in the yellow with the sofa. I wanted to add yellow in with the chairs, but you can't paint the back yellow, you can only have the whole thing in yellow, and I felt that was too much, so I tried to add in yellow with some of the carpet as well. And obviously the piano doesn't come in yellow, so we're gonna have to live with that not being yellow. But that is the property. I mean, honestly, this is such a nice like mountain lodge now, especially with that library. The library is just cozy vibes all over. If I ever get my own place, I'm 100% like, if I ever own my own place, like I already live somewhere on my own, but if I ever were to like own my own house, I would 100% be putting in a library. But yeah, that is the whole property. So now it's time to put it on the market. Okay, it is time to be an estate agent. So here is the property's updated description. This house is a disaster no more. Having withstood the unpredictability that comes hand in hand with the beauty of nature, this house has now been fully restored, bright and beautiful inside with no trace of what happened before. This house is sunny. This house is as sunny as a glorious summer day on top of a stunning winter wilderness. Inside, it consists of 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it also features an open plan living and kitchen space, a family room, an office, and a library. So that is the updated description for this property. So let's move on to actually selling it. Let's put it onto auction. I wonder what the critiques are going to be this time. They're always so mean. A lot of the time, they're just mean. They always tell me that I'm missing something. Oh, £73,000 as an upfront profit. That is good. Okay, they have got a negative there. As you can see, 2 bedrooms are not enough for the 6 of us, but there isn't 6 of you. there's 2 of you, so that's already going to be counting against him. Okay, these guys, when I actually click on them, don't have that many negatives. They said we need at least 2 bedrooms, and what do we have here? So in this house there are shelves for books. Excellent. There are bookcases in literally every room. I'm not even joking, I'm fairly certain in every room there is a bookshelf of some kind. In such a kitchen, it's possible to cook for the whole family. Is there a living room? Yes, there is, and it's good when there are many rooms in a house when you want to have a big family, because there are lots of rooms. There's like 10 or more rooms in that place, especially since like added 2 additional rooms. But also like there's a family room and a living room, which I think is a very important distinction to make when building in this game, because even though the only difference between them is that one of them has some toys, if you don't put them toys in them for them, despite the fact that they have the kids and therefore should have their own toys for their children, the game doesn't like you. But anyway, let's sell. Let's close that. I've got to negotiate. As always, we're going to go to the top amount. I'm not going to get it. They've never once said yes. We're 26 episodes in and they never say yes to requesting the full amount, despite the fact that I've specced into all of it. So I don't even know why the game lets me do this, but let's ask for an additional £90,000 for this property. They're going to say no. They always say no. Exactly. We don't have such money. Sorry. Why does the thing go up that high if you never let me buy? Like, nobody ever buys it. But anyway, we're going to accept that offer for £73,000 because not only can you only negotiate once, so if they decline your offer, you can't negotiate at all. You never accept the highest negotiation offer either, which makes sense. But if they decline your first offer, you should be able to go back to them and be like, here's the second negotiated price. Enjoy this. But anyway, as always, as we're loading in here, I'm going to go on to my final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts for this property aren't really that extensive, to be honest. I mean, I enjoyed the colour challenge despite the fact that I disliked the colour. Once again, I really hate that even though like some of the furniture and some of the walls say beige or yellow, they're like yellow, but some of them aren't yellow, some of them are more creamy, and it's like, can you just have consistency against your colours, please, House Slothy devs? For like House number 2, we need consistency in swatches, okay? Because this drives me up the wall when I try to do this colour challenge. But other than that, I think I did a fairly good job with this property. I definitely enjoyed its uniqueness, like having to pick up and repair like broken windows. We haven't had to do this for any of our properties, although shoveling snow is a little bit tedious, but I guess that's realistic. I mean, lucky enough I live somewhere that doesn't get a whole lot of snow, so I don't really have to shovel it, but I imagine in places where you get a lot of it, shoveling is not the most fun job. But yeah, that would be the end of my final thoughts. We've not got many left to go now, so I'll try to keep my final thoughts sweet and brief rather than really long. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope that this is like a relaxing vibe for you all, because that is the intention of this content, just to be a relaxing vibe. I don't even care if you just listen to it in the background. But yeah, as I was saying, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you. We are a step closer to reaching my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so fingers crossed that things keep heading in an upwards direction. But yeah, and please leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I would love to see more of you join, and I will see you all next week for some more house flipper. Bye for now.